So I've been asked what's going to happen to Gaza? What's going to happen to Israel? What is the future? It would be nice if the future happens sooner rather than later. Um, I think that the future of Israel is peace, and I think the uh, future of Gaza is peace. And here is how I think that peace is going to be accomplished. I think that Israel is going to seize Rafah, and the people of Gaza are going to be given a choice if they want to abandon Hamas and take their chances with the Israelis. Um, and I believe that when they do that, Israel will uncover all of the tunnels that are connecting Egypt to Rafah. And I think that the main smuggling of weapons into Egypt was happening through tunnels. I think the Israelis have been very clear about that. Tunnels that were located on the Egyptian side. So weapons were coming in from this location, are coming in from this location and from the port. And the Iranians and the Russians were making a pretty penny. And we now have ships coming out of the port being attacked. I think that this area that we're talking about, um, the mosque, this area, we're seeing weapons coming in. I think Israel is now moving through these main areas. I think they could also go around and up to the actual border if they're trying to avoid um, civilian casualties. Civilians are being told to evacuate to Khan Yunis. There are humanitarian aid centers. Um, and so I think that that is temporarily what's going to happen. Hamas is finished. I've been listening to what son of has been saying, and he recently said that there were private meetings going on between Israel and the Arab states about how to get rid of Hamas. And that's exactly what I would predict. I would predict that some version of the Oasis project is going to be implemented, either my version or something much, much better. I do feel now that we're coming towards the end of this that Oasis was a kind of channeled. It was a channeled work in the sense that we all saw the suffering, and everybody wanted to help. So even though we had all been thinking about ways to change Gaza and change minds, uh, it's a long conversation. It's a long conversation, but this was typed up in 20 minutes and then put through the computers to be fact checked. And so I think that some version of this is the future of Gaza. Security checkpoints. I think that there will be a Middle Eastern NATO. I think that a Middle Eastern NATO is going to come in and help stabilize the area with Israel. I think that's going to give us our security. I think there's going to be controlled inside security for residents that's comfortable inside special oasis zones. I think that there's going to be an anthropological integration approach. I think there's going to be social and cultural integration that's going to start happening with education towards reform, opportunities for advanced education, I think a lot of money is going to be poured in through the Arab world and Israeli world. And I think that it's exactly what Elon Musk said about the Japan rebuild after World War II, that kindness over confrontation. Same with Germany. In time wins out, and that's how you get a soft border. 100 years of peace between, close to 100 years of peace between the United States and Germany. Well, 80, 80, 90, yeah, getting on quite a while now. 1945, and it's now 2024, yeah. Kindness over confrontation. And then you can see the problem was, of course, leadership and indoctrination. And so when people are talking about the fact that 70% of Gazans support Hamas, you would be killed, tortured, or murdered if you didn't support Hamas. You support Hamas to stay alive. You support Hamas because you want to work to stay alive and because you come to believe in it. You're raised to believe in it. And so you have to give somebody something better. And you have to, they can only believe in it if they can conceive of it, and you have to show it to them. If you want to change hearts and minds, you must show them how to do things differently. People going into Oasis zones have to sign nonviolent agreements. They, in return, get financial support from the Middle Eastern, NATO, and Israel, comprehensive facilities, integration, incentives. It's a kibbutz. It's like a kibbutz with residents and non-resident populations coming and going. Each kibbutz or each oasis will have its own flavor, traditions, etc., and they can begin to build community integration that they can be proud of. This was presented with pride to the IDF on October 27th by Dr. Whimsy Anderson. It was also sent to Haifa University to help with the publication, the formal publication. And I want to thank the Haifa U for agreeing to help with that. So, what happened? What's happening? What happened? What are you looking at right now? Well, beats me. I had a bad divorce. I had a breakdown, got prescribed marijuana, started meditating, learned tantric meditation and remote viewing. Next thing you know, I found myself in the middle of the very situation that everybody is talking about. And, well, I guess truth is stranger than fiction. All right, and on that note, be kind to all so that all will be kind to you too. And we'll see you next time. Be well.